Harry and Meghan are on course to cause as much trouble as possible with Queen's visit snub. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are on course to cause as much trouble as possible for the royal family, according to royal photographer Charles Ray. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reported to have been handed an invitation to join the Queen at Balmoral for her annual summer retreat in Scotland. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex skipped the family reunion last year due to standing coronavirus restrictions, and Charles Ray suggested the couple might not return to the UK for the event this year either. Asked to comment on reports of the visit, Mr. Ray told GB News, "It's slightly bit more than a rumor because the staff has been told at Balmoral to prepare for the visit. They're preparing for the visit of all members of the royal family, who turn up at different times. It's not unusual, or a very big surprise. She has invited Harry and obviously Meghan because he's still her grandson. People are saying this is an olive branch, trying to keep the peace and everything else. If they do turn out at Balmoral, which I am doubtful that they will, at least they might get more than 15 minutes with the Queen, which is what they got at the Jubilee." Asked by presenter Stephen Dixon why he did not think the Duke and Duchess might return, Mr. Ray said, "I just think Harry and Meghan are on a course to cause as many problems as possible." He cited Prince Harry potentially challenging the Home Office over security arrangements for his family whilst in the UK as a potential source of contention with the royal family. When asked whether Meghan and Harry would join the wider family at Balmoral amid reports they would be kept from other royals, the photographer noted the family normally schedules their visit to ensure the Queen has company throughout her stay in Scotland. He added, "All members of the family are invited to Balmoral and they arrive at different times because it's quite a while she stays up there, and she likes to have her family around her, so William, Catherine, and the children go up, so do Zara and Mike Tyndall, and Edward and Sophie. They don't usually turn up at the same time." Prince Harry and Meghan Markle briefly returned to the United Kingdom in June to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee weekend. They joined the family to observe Trooping the Colour from a building off Horse Guards Parade and later at St. Paul's Cathedral for Her Majesty's Thanksgiving service. "Obviously, the Queen has invited them. I suspect she knows more about the truth and what actually goes on than any expert, reporter, photographer, or insider who reports simply to get their own name in the press. By reporting on all these experts are also keeping themselves in the limelight. They are criticizing for keeping themselves to the fore but are doing the same themselves." The Duke and Duchess of Sussex met with the Queen at Windsor Castle shortly before hosting a small party to celebrate their daughter Lilibet Diana's first birthday. The pair returned home to Montecito as the royal family marked the final event of the Jubilee weekend, the People's Parade outside Buckingham Palace. "If they do turn up, they will definitely be bringing hidden cameras and mics. Those two really need to have every single title removed, including that of Prince. As plain Mr. and Mrs., their claim for security will become irrelevant just like them. They are both totally toxic. No one ever expected Harry to turn on his family as he has, but he is becoming more like his wife on a daily basis. How can he even show his face and act as if he and his wife have done nothing wrong? That is not normal behavior. He is becoming more and more detached from reality and has as many narcissistic traits as his toxic wife. None of this will end well for either of them." And Prince William reacted none too kindly to claims an unnamed member of the royal family had questioned their son's skin color before his birth, briefly commenting as he was doorstepped the day after the interview, "We are very much not a racist family. Here in America, we consider her a wannabe and him a yes dear. Neither one of them is relevant enough to write home about it. Rolling on the floor laughing, both of them are train wrecks looking for a place to happen. Who on earth would want this awful pair at a family get-together? Think how miserable others would feel, having to remain silent because everything will be recorded and likely photographed. What a holiday break from hell. The couple is believed not to have spent much time with either Prince Charles or Prince William, with whom relations have been strained since the pair stepped down from their royal roles in March 2020. In the bombshell Oprah Winfrey interview the following year, the Duke of Sussex claimed he had been financially cut off by the Prince of Wales and that his father had stopped taking his calls. Just because the RF has been invited to Balmoral does not mean Harry-Meghan automatically have been invited, too. It is still a rumor. I myself don't think Harry-Meghan were invited. Harry and are making as much trouble and heartache as possible for the RF with no intention of letting up anytime soon. I can't see HMTQ opening the door to another opportunity for Harry-Meghan to make more headlines of controversy during her private time. Clearly, the sentiment of any invitation given to the deceptive dupe is not understood on the same level as was given when it comes to Harry-Meghan. HMTQ sees it as a peaceful, enjoyable visit, and Harry-Meghan see it as a collection source to make money. I doubt they have the desire to show up at Balmoral after being kept so confined during the Jubilee. I can't imagine a visit to Balmoral as going to be handled any differently, especially when Harry-Meghan are still on the hunt to capture those special moment pictures recordings originally denied. I am sure that Harry-Meghan will make up something tasty for the headlines that will give the usual false impression that they had to deny the invitation because they were too busy making millions elsewhere. We all know it is a lie, but it's their story, they can make it as fake as they want to. After the Jubilee treatment, PR13 comes up with this lie. No matter what comments are made by RF, they're no longer close members of RF. Why would Queen want to sour a great moment, when family reunites, for cheers and good spirits? A moment Queen enjoys so much. It happened before, invited, not invited, invited, and in the end, they decline. Their PR is childish, and dishonest, like their clients. A couple is bad news nasty, best to stay away, and move on. They have no shame. The ginger looks like he is in another place, and looks extremely unhappy whilst the whinger looks well in charge of him. Is all the money from Oprah, Netflix, and co. really worth a life of misery? Now there is a surprise. Meghan and Harry are out to cause trouble, only because of their self-entitlement and playing the victims in their continuous grubby little saga and a need to generate publicity, hence money, as that is what drives Meghan. How about Harry's underwear for auction, that is suitable Netflix content? The Strayer must have stories to tell. Dang that privacy thingy. No rest for the wicked Harry, Prince Charles or Prince William, with whom relations have been strained since the pair stepped down from their royal roles in March 2020. Duh, would that be? Relationships have been strained since the Marks trashed his family on Oprah rather than theirs doing royal duty as so much hard work and not enough money. Harry and Meghan Markle are on course to cause as much trouble as possible. These are not honorable people, deliberately trying to offend our 96-years-old Queen, his own grandmother. It also calls into question the integrity of any individual who wastes money on purchasing another book of lies. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are on course to cause as much trouble as possible for the royal family, according to royal photographer Charles Ray. Yep, because so far, they've been nothing but an exemplary illustration of loyalty, support, and respect.